Hey, it's your favorite composer, Kevin MacLeod. Sorry I haven't been playing piano for you recently. I've been busy with this. This is one of the stupidest and most glorious things I've done in a long time. I basically had the idea to do a reboot of like a 1990s television show, but because reboots are all the rage, so I'm like, oh, I'll do a reboot. We'll do a reboot. It'll be great. So I went and I started researching the actual soundtracks from that time, and oh my god, they're amazing. So I just had this giant list of all the things that I wanted to take from those soundtracks and incorporate into this one. So I wrote an entire treatment for an entire series. You've got your main theme, your love theme, get your chase sequence. You got that cue where the composer was pissed off and wanted to go to lunch. All the things that you need to make a TV show. I think I have to explain this whole thing a little more deeply because it gets very weird. In the 90s, you would have a drum machine that you would record. Well, today we want like a little more organic sounding thing, so maybe a drummer? Nope. Because I still want that drum machine aesthetic. So what we do is you take the drum machine, you put it through an amplifier, you set it on a scoring stage, you put microphones out in the audience, and you record a drum machine with microphones and then process it to sound more like a drum machine. So back in the 80s and 90s, you'd just have like your synth that would just play string pads. I wanted to have that string synth pad thing, but I didn't use a synth. You use actual cello players playing notes that then get chopped up, loaded into an interface, and then played as though they were a crappy synth. There are two actual synths in this entire score. Everything else that sounds like a synth used to be a real instrument at one point in its life, and then was reprocessed to make it sound like a synthesizer. I'm not all okay in my brain, but I think it sounds really cool. Here's some random features that you may enjoy. It's got some Hans Zimmer brass. It's got some smoking guitar licks. It's got some smoking saxophone lines. It's got some terrible, wonky keyboard played guitar samples. It's got this unrelenting hemiolas. It's got a lot of stuff. It has misuse of the main theme in inappropriate cues because that's what the director asked for. I kind of went deep in this thought experiment making this TV show thing. It's got some really cool sustained dissonances. It's got epic timbali hits. You can download this whole album right now on my site, incompetech.com. It'll come to YouTube over the next few weeks. You can also purchase it on iTunes or Amazon or wherever you buy music. You probably listen to it on Spotify. If you are a person that is doing a reboot of a 1990s TV show and you want that nostalgic sound that still sounds really cool today, call me. Or just make it sound like this. That's all I want. You don't have to hire me, just make it sound like this, because this stuff is really cool.